Welcome to Radiant Reflections, Transforming Body, Mind, Spirit podcast, where we explore the profound journey of personal and professional growth with Libbie-Turcotte, your host, sharing her story of overcoming challenges and achieving remarkable transformations. In each episode, we delve into her experiences, from weighing 426 pounds to losing 180 pounds, regaining 60, and then successfully shedding that weight again. This journey has not only reshaped her body, but also deepened her understanding of self-love and appreciation. With a background in healthcare since 2002 and a personal growth journey that began in 2006, she offers a unique perspective on the intersection of health and wellness. Whether you're struggling with your weight or curious about personal development, this podcast provides candid conversations, expert insights, and motivational stories. If you're looking to lose 50, 60, or 100 plus pounds, you'll find inspiration and practical advice here. Join Libbie as she navigates the highs and lows of transforming body, mind, and spirit, uncovering the life lessons that emerge along the way. Thank you for joining Radiant Reflections, Transforming Body, Mind, Spirit podcast. Before we dive into today's episode, we want to remind our listeners that the content provided in this podcast is for informational and educational purposes only. The views and opinions expressed by the host and guests are their own and do not constitute medical, legal, or professional advice. While we strive to provide accurate and up-to-date information, please consult with qualified professionals regarding any specific healthcare, legal, or financial concerns you may have. The content shared on this podcast is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or condition. By listening to this podcast, you agree that the host, guests, and producers are not responsible for any outcomes or consequences resulting from the use of information discussed during episodes. Remember to always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified healthcare provider with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition. You're listening to Radiant Reflections, Transforming Body, Mind, Spirit podcast with Libbie-Turcotte, and this week's episode is starting right now. Struggling to shed those extra pounds and keep them off? Join Libbie-Turcotte's comprehensive weight loss course. With proven strategies that helped her lose 180 pounds, you'll learn how to make lasting changes, reduce toxic habits, and set achievable goals. Transform your life today. Click the link to get started and be your best self.
Welcome back to Radiant Reflections, Transforming Body, Mind, and Spirit podcast, where we dive deep into personal journeys of health, wellness, and spiritual growth. Today, I want to talk about breaking learned behavioral patterns. Before we continue our discussion on breaking learned behavioral patterns, I want to share with you the personal experiences that sparked my journey towards embracing change and transformation. Growing up, I witnessed how my father handled adversity. His tendency to withdraw and shut himself off from the world during challenging times left a profound impact on me. As I navigated my own struggles and vulnerabilities, I found myself mirroring some of these learned behaviors. There came a point where I realized that I didn't want to be trapped in repetitive cycles of emotional retreat. Instead, I chose a path of self-healing and forgiveness, a path that allowed me to break free from inherited patterns and embrace a new approach to life's challenges. The game of life is constantly evolving. Each generation faces unique battles and obstacles, requiring us to adapt and develop new strategies for success. It's about recognizing our learned behaviors and consciously choosing to rewrite the rules. Throughout my journey, I've discovered powerful tools and exercises that have helped me break free from old patterns. Today, I share some of these strategies with you, hoping they inspire and empower you on your own path of growth. Now let's dive deeper into practical ways to implement change and cultivate resilience. Join me as we explore transformative practices and insights that can elevate our lives and relationships. Today, I want to dive into a topic that's deeply personal and transformative: breaking learned behavioral patterns and embracing change. You see, I've observed how my father handles challenges. When he's hurt or facing difficulties, he tends to withdraw from the world, locking himself away while negative feelings take hold. It's like a familiar game of life where the same patterns repeat across generations, ancestors, grandparents, parents, all playing by the same rules, but never quite reaching the final level. For me, I've noticed these learned behaviors resurfacing during vulnerable moments. There's a tendency to shut myself off, much like my father. The difference is I actively engage in self-healing and forgiveness rather than trapping myself in that emotional hole. The game of life has changed. The levels we face today require a different kind of training, a new approach to overcome challenges and achieve victory. It's about recognizing learned behaviors and refusing to replay old battles endlessly. So what am I doing to break these patterns? Let me share some strategies that have been instrumental in my journey. Reflect on similarities. Identify someone you resemble in behavior. Highlight positive traits. List their positive qualities that have strengthened you. Acknowledge strengths. Recognize the traits that have made you resilient. Address negative traits. Identify and confront undesirable qualities. Find gratitude. Appreciate how this person's influence has shaped you positively. The biggest challenge lies in expressing gratitude and forgiveness. It's about acknowledging the positive impact these individuals have had on our growth. One exercise I recommend is writing a letter or having a conversation with the person who reflects these patterns. Express gratitude for the positive traits and acknowledge the lessons learned from the negative ones. Gratitude is a powerful force that attracts abundance. It begins with kindness, especially towards yourself. Remember, breaking behavioral patterns is like peeling an onion. It takes time and self-compassion. Each layer reveals new insights and opportunities for growth. Take a moment to reflect on a situation where you felt compelled to retreat, a battle you're ready to overcome. Transform your perspective by writing down your feelings, crafting a new narrative, and practicing positive affirmations. The journey towards understanding and healing begins with embracing change and releasing emotional baggage. Join me as we navigate these transformative practices together and cultivate a mindset of gratitude and resilience. Remember, your truth is worth fighting for. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.
Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. If you found value in our conversation, please consider subscribing to the podcast on your favorite platform and leaving a positive review. Your support helps us reach more listeners like you. Don't forget to share this episode with your friends and followers on social media to spread the message. If you're feeling stuck or overwhelmed and need personalized guidance to achieve your goals, Libby is here to help. Visit libbie-turcotte.square.site to learn more about our coaching services and schedule a consultation. Together, you can create a plan to help you overcome obstacles and reach your full potential. Don't wait any longer to invest in yourself. Take the first step today by booking a coaching session with Libby. She's looking forward to working with you.